In the summer of 1030, as the sun broke through the clouds over Norway, the stage was set for a clash that would resonate through history, the Battle of Stiklestad, a monumental confrontation between the forces of King Olaf II and a coalition of chieftains determined to restore paganism in the land. King Olaf, a fervent convert to Christianity, had returned from exile, determined to reclaim his throne and consolidate the Christian faith across Norway. With a band of loyal warriors by his side, Olaf marched towards Stiklestad, gathering support from those who embraced his vision for a united kingdom under Christian rule. Meanwhile, the opposing forces, led by the powerful chieftain Sigvald, assembled their troops, motivated by a desire to preserve their ancestral beliefs and resist Olaf's reforms. As the two sides drew closer, tension filled the air. Warriors sharpened their weapons, and battle cries echoed in the fields, setting the stage for an epic confrontation that would determine Norway's fate. The battle began at dawn, the air thick with anticipation and the scent of earth and sweat. King Olaf positioned his men on a hill, utilizing the terrain to his advantage, believing that the high ground would provide a crucial edge in the impending conflict. His soldiers, though outnumbered, were fierce and loyal, ready to fight for their king and the Christian faith they had embraced. On the opposing side, Sigvald's forces advanced, their numbers overwhelming and their determination unwavering, as they sought to crush Olaf's aspirations and return to their traditional ways. As the first clash erupted, the sound of clanging steel and the cries of men filled the valley, a cacophony of chaos that marked the beginning of a battle that would go down in history. Amidst the fray, Olaf displayed remarkable bravery and skill, inspiring his men with his leadership. He fought valiantly, leading from the front and rallying his troops as they clashed with the enemy. The battle was brutal and bloody, with both sides taking heavy losses. As the hours wore on, it became clear that Olaf's forces were struggling against the sheer size and ferocity of Sigvald's coalition. With each passing moment, the tide of battle began to turn, the weight of numbers pressing heavily against Olaf's troops. Despite their bravery and the advantage of terrain, Olaf's men began to falter, their morale shaken as they witnessed their comrades fall around them. At the height of the battle, Olaf's half-brother Harald was gravely injured. This moment proved pivotal. Witnessing his brother's plight ignited a fierce determination within Olaf. In a desperate attempt to rally his troops, he cried out for courage, urging them to fight on for their faith and their king. But fate was not on his side. The battle raged on, and soon Olaf found himself surrounded, cut off from his loyal warriors. In the heat of battle, he faced Sigvald himself, the two leaders clashing in a fierce duel that would decide the fate of Norway. Olaf fought valiantly, but Sigvald's experience and the exhaustion of battle proved overwhelming. As the sun dipped lower in the sky, the battle reached its tragic climax. In a decisive moment, Olaf was struck down, the once mighty king falling to the ground mortally wounded. His death sent shockwaves through the battlefield. A hush fell over the chaos as his loyal followers witnessed their king's final moments. With Olaf fallen, the resolve of his troops crumbled. Sigvald's forces surged forward, overwhelming the remaining defenders and securing a decisive victory. The ground soaked with blood, Stiklestad became a site of both tragedy and transformation, marking the end of Olaf's dream for a unified Christian Norway, yet planting the seeds for future change. In the aftermath of the battle, the fate of Norway was left in a precarious state. Olaf's body was taken away by his devoted followers, who buried him in secret, refusing to allow his legacy to die with him. The battle itself left a profound impact on the region. While Olaf's immediate goals were thwarted, the seeds of Christianity had already taken root in the hearts of many Norwegians. In the years that followed, Olaf would be venerated as a martyr, his death transforming him into a symbol of faith and resistance against the pagan traditions that once dominated the land. His followers continued to spread the Christian faith, leading to the eventual Christianization of Norway, a process that would culminate in the establishment of Christianity as the dominant religion in the region. The Battle of Stiklestad marked a crucial turning point in Norwegian history, a moment where the struggle between old beliefs and new ideals collided. Olaf's legacy endured long after his death. He would later be canonized as Saint Olaf, a revered figure in Norway and beyond. The battle became a symbol of sacrifice, faith, and the struggle for a unified Norway, inspiring generations to come. Commemorations of the battle would echo through the ages, shaping the cultural identity of Norway and reinforcing the significance of Olaf's vision.